Welcome to Shom Achshav on the Daf, Shir sponsor Lui Nishma Sam Yaakov Shalom Le'abas Yitzchak. We're holding Basra of Kuf Nun Beis. The Gemara in the end of Mudalev says, Yossi Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, Achoy Red Rava. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak is sitting behind Rava. Yossi Rava Kamed Rav Nachman, and Rava was sitting in front of Rav Nachman. So you see over here, there's three people. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak in behind Rava, and Rava in front of Rav Nachman. Clearly, Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak is not Rav Nachman. Rav Nachman is someone else, Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. And this connects to a discussion that we found in the Gemara in Gittin Daf Lamed Aleph. Because the Gemara in Gittin Lamed Aleph on what base brings, that Rava and Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak were sitting down, and Rav Nachman bar Yaakov passed by in a very fancy chariot. So the Gemara says that Rava went to see Rav Nachman bar Yaakov. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak says, I don't have to go because maybe he's one of the people, Anshe Beirish Galuso, the one who was in charge of the Am Yisrael, and I don't need them. Why not? Says Rashi, I don't need them because he was Chatone Denisio, because he was the son-in-law of the Nasi. Who was the son-in-law of the Nasi? So Posh Mishan in Rashi, and that's what the Bach explains in Rashi, Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak says, I don't have to go and deal with this person, the very fancy chariot, because I myself am the son-in-law of the Nasi. So Tosfos says, according to this, we know that Rav Nachman throughout Shas is the stam of Nachman in Shas is Chasono de Venisio. That's who Rav Nachman was. He was the Chasano de Veirish Galuso, to be exact. So Tosfos points out, according to Rashi, every Rav Nachman in Shas, Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, says Tosfos, it brings the Gemara in Eruvin, which is really parallel to our Gemara right here. The Gemara there says that Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak was sitting behind Rava, and Rava was in front of Rav Nachman. So we see the thumb of Nachman is not Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. And the Meloy Roim there in Gittin says that the same raya Tosfos brings from Eruvin is the same raya you have over here and Bo Basra Daf Kuf Nun Beis. And this seems to be a clear raya against Rashi that stam Rav Nachman is not Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. There's a similar Rashi in Megillah Daf Kaf Ches Nun Beis. The Rakiv Hager there in Gittin sends us to there. That there Rashi speaks of Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, and he says Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak is one of the big Hasidim that's mentioned in the last line in Masechet Soito. That says there, Rav Nachman said, Lo tidni rescheiti ka'ano, meaning that Rav Nachman spoke about himself and said that I am Yerichet. That's the end of Gemara Soito. Is Tam Rav Nachman, and says Rashi clearly, it's Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. So Tosfos' question that you see from our Gemara and other Gemaras, that Rav Nachman is not Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, is a big question in Rashi. And many of the Farshi brought several other places where you see clearly that Rav Nachman is not Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, and there's a big question in Rashi. There are different answers that are said in Rashi. One mahalach is that maybe there was two Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. So that's always a good way to get out of problems. Two Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, that's what Rashi refers to. But in Toldos Tanoi Amoraim, he wants to say that clearly Rashi agreed with Tosfos. The Rav Nachman Stam in Shas is not Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, it's Rav Nachman bar Yaakov. And as we see in our Gemara, and what Rashi wrote in Megillah, the Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak is the Rav Nachman, he says it was a Rosh Tevos. The original Rashi had Reish Nun Beis Yud. And the Matpisim opened it up to be Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. But really it should be Rav Nachman bar Yaakov, the one who's mentioned in the Gemara in Gittin, that Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak did not go to see him. And what Rashi in Gittin says, that Rav Nachman was Chatane Denisio, is not referring to Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak who did not go see Rav Nachman. It's referring to Rav Nachman that was in the chariot. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak says, I don't need it because I'm rich, like many other Rishonim say. And Rashi explains, why would you think that you need him? I think you need him because Rav Nachman is Chatane Denisio. So maybe I need his toivo. So Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, I don't need it. I don't need that toivo from Rish Galuso, even though he's the son-in-law of Rish Galuso. But not that Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak is the son-in-law. Rav Nachman Stam is the son-in-law. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak says, I don't need that favor if he is the son-in-law of Rish Galuso. It's a little doichek in Rashi. That's maybe one way to explain Rashi, to answer him from the questions that we have from our Gemara and other Gemaras. And according to this, everybody agrees Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak is not the stam of Nachman in Shas. Anyone who wants to join the Shom Achshav email list to what's group, please email shomachshav@gmail.com.